just sent me a message that you have got some doubts. Can we start with these doubts?
Yeah. Sir, I want to confirm the grammar and send an email without any grammatical mistake that I want to learn. And now I am doing some training in alcohol and drugs withdrawal center. So that unit I have to attend some phone calls to answer the questions, facilitate and to coordinate lot of things through telephone. So telephone communication, sending emails, and all these things are very important to me.
Okay. So, do you have something where you have any doubt? You may ask me.
No really to ask any doubt because this is my job now. That's what I am doing. So I need more training regarding that matter. So when I get a phone call, I would like to say I am so and so. So how do I start a conversation? These things I want to ask.
So, okay, so the person whom you talk actually, who they are, means they are your clients, patients?
Yeah. The clients and maybe some directives, maybe some other facilities, we want to refer the patient to the facility.
Okay. So, you just want to know how you should start or begin?
Yeah, what are the things do I need to ask them? If I am seeing anyone, how to greet them, all those things.
Okay. So it's very simple. Just first of all, before you start talking, you must know whom you are going to talk, whether he or she is your director or patient or means what is his designation or her designation. Accordingly, you can react. Simply, you should say good morning, sir, or whatever. Good afternoon, good evening, sir. It's me. You have to speak your name. It's Mrs. X here or whatever, like this. And then you can start talking like. If you think that means you have to ask them something or they have to ask you something, then you should start, how can I help you, sir? Or may I help you? Or how can I help you, like this.
Okay.
Or if you want to ask them something, so you can just start like, can you spare 2 minutes for me, or like that.
Can you spare 2 minutes for me? And also sometimes when I ask to call someone else, maybe those people are not near to me. So how do I say, if I want to go them and call them to attend the call, so I have to hold for a while something?
Yes. Yeah, you can say like, can you hold for a moment, I just call him, or I just call her, like that. Or could you wait for a moment? Would you wait for a moment? Like it is.
Wait for a moment.
Actually, this is polite. If you use would like this. Could you wait for a moment? I just call him.
I just call him. I just call him. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you need to wait for a moment? I just call him. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So like that. So it is simple actually. Just you have to decide what actually that should be. Mean you should be prepared before you make a call, whether you are going to ask that person something or that person is going to ask you something. What the
matter? So I have to call. Yeah, this matter. Could you able to wait for a moment? I just called him. This is
no, could you able is wrong. No. Could you wait?
Could you wait?
Could you
wait for a moment?
Yes. Could you wait for a moment, please? Yeah, would you wait for a moment, please? I just call him.
Could you wait for a moment, please?
Yeah.
I just call him. Okay.
Yeah.
And also sometimes I have to call to the pharmacy to collect some medicine for the patients.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to call some pharmacy and tell them like that. I've scanned and sent some medication regarding so and so patient.
Yeah, means
So,
you just send them order.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you send them order through mail or?
Through mail.
Okay. So you just means write everything that you need, these medicines, syrup or whatever,
Yeah.
and they send you by post.
Yeah, send by mail.
No, medicines.
Medicines, prescription we send by mail to the pharmacy.
Okay.
Then someone will go and collect that.
So you have to make a call to that company, pharmaceutical.
That company, we have to say that we are sending some to get some medication for the patient.
Yeah.
Or we will be coming to collect.
So do you talk to the concerning person directly or how?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Concerning person directly.
Okay. And simply you should say hello, good morning. Means you should just wish them and then you.
Yeah,
Like, I am
yeah.
from I am Mrs. X from that, or you can just tell them the designation instead of your name. Like
Yeah.
I am assistant professor or whatever. What is your
Yeah.
designation is. I am from that hospital and I have already mailed you.
I'm already sent.
I have already sent you an email
Sent you an email. Yes.
with the details. With
With
the detailed medicines which we need actually.
medication details. Yeah.
Which we need
Yeah.
as early as possible or whatever you
Yeah.
can say. And so how soon can you send these medicine to us, like that you can ask.
How soon can you prepare this medicine and keep ready?
Yeah.
For production.
Yeah.
Can prepare the medicine. Otherwise, how long it takes to prepare this medication? How do we ask?
How long are you going to take? Or instead of that, how soon? It is simple and direct question. How soon can you send it to me? Actually, because actually we are not concerned what they are going to do, how they prepare or how much time they take. Instead of that, if we ask them how soon can you send it to us, that is means actually clear cut question and very
How soon can you make it ready? Or
yes, you can say like that.
Make it ready. Yeah. How soon can you make it ready?
Yeah, that's better actually.
Yeah, okay. So this is very important. These two things very important for me.
Yeah.
And so I'm always doubtful to send an email regarding, because I have a lot of ideas. I'm getting some ideas in my South Indian language only. This is the problem. So sometimes I'm facing a lot of difficulties with patients. So that information I have to inform to my manager. But I'm not that much confident to send that email to them because I'm always afraid of this grammar mistakes.
Okay, you may do one thing actually.
Yeah.
When you write any email and just copy it and paste it on your Word file somewhere and just send it to me during your class. So I'll check if any mistake is there. So in that way actually you can improve. So you don't have to work means you don't have to work extra, means that is your writing practice as well, because when you write email, just copy it, paste it on a Word file, send it to me during the class I'll check it.
So yes sir, I sent an email like so I am just copying and pasting that one now.
Yeah, that's
Just
far
only few
better
words.
actually for you to
Few
understand.
words.
Yeah, okay.
Few words. Yeah. One minute, sir.
Okay.
Hello? Hello, ആരാ? ഡയന മോളെ ഞാൻ ഇച്ചിരി മമ്മി വിളിക്കട്ടെ, ഞാൻ ഒരു കോളില്ല, മമ്മി വിളിച്ചോണ്ടിരിക്കുക. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. Okay, sir. Yeah, tell me, sorry. Here.
Okay, no problem.
I want to send you now this one. How can I send this one? I don't know.
Just copy it and paste it here. On the
I
left.
copied that one, but I can't send it. I don't know.
No, on the right hand side you will see that here symbol is there of Notepad on the left side of your screen.
Left side.
Like I am writing hi. Did you see?
I can see that very correct now, but when I am entering like this, it is not coming anyway. I don't know. Send message.
Okay, no problem. You just paste it there on Skype if you can't do that here.
Okay.
You may send that on Skype.
Okay. I'm going to come down. Pasted already.
Okay.
So just think this words are correct or no. I sent an email yesterday to my director regarding some conversation during.
Okay. Okay, I just read it. You have written, hi team, thank you. What is this, Jovi?
Who was the person, Jovi?
Okay. Thank you, Jovi, for the prompt intervention regarding this matter. I believe that the complaints mainly aid us to improve our system, to identify the pitfalls that ultimately helps to focus on patient safety and quality improvement in workplace. Reducing phone calls in detox centers is one of the most important behavioral interventions to prevent drug misuse. May I humbly recommend, can we make a separate form to document the required information on the matter? Actually, what is it all about? I couldn't understand. So,
sir, the methods are correct or no?
pardon? Prompt?
No, sir, this setting, what I have written is correct or no?
No, you have written, thank you, Jovi, for the prompt intervention regarding this matter. Intervention means, actually, you know the meaning, exact meaning of it.
Intervention means the phone plan, the answer, whatever put in place based on some issue.
Intervention means hota hai, actually it means, suppose I just tell you that actually intervention is a not means showing the positive attitude. It is showing a negative. Intervention means suppose I just tell you, suppose your two sons are quarreling.
Yeah.
And you go there to intervene. To settle down their quarrel or what. That means that intervention means you go, means you put your efforts to settle down something.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Okay.
There are some problems happening in the hospital because there are some patients, I think someone goes to a patient that was not connected to the whole family. I think we recognize this for them, So the doctors complain against the staff. We are not monitoring like we really control from the patient. So this is not on duty. So he mentioned like that he already monitored, he took some suggestions regarding that on how to prevent next time.
Your voice is not clear actually. Can you take your mic close to your mouth?
Yeah. How to, because actually some action has done, that means there are some problems happening in the workplace. So this person, he put some suggestions like that, how to prevent it next time.
Okay, okay. Then it's okay. That's why I was asking you what the matter was. Then it's okay. And then you have written, I believe that the complaints mainly aid us to improve our system. I believe.
Yeah, the doctor complained. Yeah.
To identify.
Because it's like an informed, like they just like an informed choice. To communicate some points from my side whenever I look with other chefs.
That ultimately helps to focus on patient safety and quality improvement in workplace. It's okay, no problem.
Yeah. So same like that, I took a lot of time to correct this one.
Actually, instead of writing that, try to use simple words, simple sentences. Like instead of that, I believe, you should say, I think these complaints are going to improve. It is simple and very easy to write. I think these complaints, I think these complaints are going to help us to improve our system.
Exactly, this is a good word.
It is very simple and looks good actually.
Going to help us to improve our system.
And to identify the pitfalls.
Yeah. So this word is correct now, but this is the way you explain it. That is more easier way and simple way to write.
Yeah. So always try to write simple sentences.
Okay.
Instead of.
So this is the problem. I'm not getting any idea.
No, it's okay. You will be in practice later. If you do practice, no problem. And next, that is that ultimately helps to focus on patient safety. So, and then you can say like, hopefully, it's going to help. It's going to help us to focus on patient safety and quality improvement in workplace. And then reducing, and this next sentence is reducing phone calls in detox center is one of the most important behavioral interventions to prevent drug misuse. Means, what do you want to say here? Reducing phone calls in detox center is.
With the drug dealers and with the patients again, so they are not going to stop to use the drug and alcohol again, Yeah, so the phone call should be reduced.
So means patient use phone or what?
No, patients, we are calling them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I think there is no problem.
And also other things are, so each day we will develop each issue, we can do what we come in front each day. So every day with different types of problems, different types of issues. So we have teams from our managers and all other teams regarding this issue and how to solve the issues, all the things. So you know what I mean? So I'm not like a fast person to do everything within a second because I know that it's fluent language. Yeah, this is the main problem I am facing in my workplace.
Okay, and then you have written, means you want to suggest something, right?
Yeah.
That can be.
So that is what I made a table of content, like certain types of things. Like who is going to call, what's the duration of the call, something like that. I made it sure that, the call is going to be there. So everybody can understand at that time that who is calling, at what time they are calling, how much of time they spend for the call, who supervises the patient, is something like that. So, yeah.
So instead of that, may I humbly, there is no need to write, because if you are using may, it is already polite,
Yeah.
So there is no need to write humbly. You can say like, may I recommend something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I recommend something?
Like, can we make a separate form to document the required information on this matter?
Yeah. Okay, sir, this is clear. So, I am thinking like, sometimes whenever I write something, I don't know, so whenever we prepare a report for the next shift, we need to prepare it for the sentence or edit times.
So it's okay. I think so. Whenever you write any email or whatever you write, just copy it and save it to your computer. So during class, you can send it to me and we can discuss on that.
Yes, sir, that I will do. But my question is,
Pardon?
so I have to prepare some report for the changing time for the next. How do I prepare that? Do I keep only the present tense or any other tense?
No, what kind of reports are you going to make?
Because it's related to inspiration, what we need to do for next time or tomorrow or something like that. If we need to know why, that is everything we have to do, not only present tense, Yeah.
Means you want to make a report that what you are going to do today or what you will do tomorrow, like this.
Yeah, so because other things like, for example, if I finish my food,
Please keep your mic close.
Yeah, if I want to prepare anything.
If you want to prepare,
No. If I want to, I will reduce the sound. If I suppose I finish my shift, I have to give handover to the next shift. For that, what we will do, we will make a separate paper with what are the things to be done for the patient for the upcoming time. So we make a report like room number 1, so and so person, this much of what's applied for him, like that.
okay.
So whenever I make, I'm not sure like which pens I have to use it.
Okay. So just take an example and start writing it here or start speaking. I'll check it. Suppose you are going to make that report right now.
Yeah.
So start making the report. Okay. Means just start speaking the sentences which you want to write down. And I'll check if anything wrong.
Okay. Suppose the patient name is Ibrahim Costa, 81 years old. Came with maybe fever or something. So the report, the plan I am going to do is on.
Can you write it here if it is possible?
Yeah.
Okay, Abraham, 81-year-old, got admitted with complaints of fever. Okay, so you have written Abraham, 81-year-old, got admitted with complaints of fever for
For 2 days.
For 2 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Plan includes continue antibiotics. Okay. Possible so you have written possible from a what?
Yeah. Tomorrow, his family will visit tomorrow. I think he wants to go with his family. But he mentioned that he has one issue with his children. They are not looking after him for a long time.
You want to say that he may be discharged. He may be discharged by tomorrow.
Maybe it is done
By tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah.
And
Okay.
his family is going to visit tomorrow.
Yeah.
And mostly he wants to go. Mostly no. And what you want to say? And he's willing to go with his family.
Yes, okay.
He is willing to go with his family. But he mentioned that he has a son.
Some issues.
Some issues. Okay.
Yeah.
He has some issues with his children. They are looking after him for a long time.
They are not looking after him for a long time. So
He has mentioned that. Okay, no problem. He mentioned that he had some issues with his children.
what he has.
He mentioned that he had some issues with his children.
Yeah.
Because actually we are talking about past tense. He mentioned.
Yeah, that he has some issues with his
That's
children.
why the next sentence should be in past itself. Like
Okay.
he mentioned that he had some issues.
Okay.
He had some issues with his children who were looking after him for a long time. So instead of they, who were looking,
Who else?
WERE, who were looking after him for a long time.
Long time.
Yes.
Okay. And also, sir, I need to write the report most of the time, like, so at the end of the shift. So I used to write like the patient is alert and oriented and alert and oriented most of the shift. Has been taken, he has been taken all the medications on time. What kind of medication? What is the correct word?
What do you want to say?
A patient has been taken all the medications on time. It is on time or on time?
Or instead of on time, you can say the patient has been given the medicine timely.
Oh. Patient has been.
When the patient has been given the medication timely.
Given the medication timely.
Yes.
And they haven't participated in any of the activities because there is a lot of activities in the hospital. Some patients may participate, some of them don't go for that. It is up to their choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So encourage them to participate.
Okay. We must encourage, or you should encourage them to participate in the activities we perform in the hospital. Like this.
So encourage to participate most of the activities.
Yes, you can say like, yes, we.
To participate or any other word can be used, participate or enroll.
Enroll is not like this. Enroll is, that is for education purpose or something, which is important.
Encourage to enroll or
Yeah, that is participate or involve is better. You can write, no problem.
encourage to enroll. Painting.
Yes.
I like to come and sit in the sunlight. How do we dress up? They like to go outside and sit in the sunlight. How can they write this in the past? Things like
What do you want to write in past?
yeah, because the patient, I went to see what happened during that I have to write because most of the patients they want to go outside and sit in the sunlight. Yeah.
So you just start writing. I'll check it.
Okay. Can you see, sir?
Yes, yes. Encourage to involve means you want to say that I encouraged.
Oh, I encouraged. Okay.
Yeah, I encouraged the patients
To involve.
I encourage the patients to involve in indoor and outdoor activities.
Involve in indoor
And outdoor activities.
and outdoor activities. Okay.
But the patient
Yeah.
wanted to sit outside in the sunlight.
Outside in the. Is it correct, sir?
Yes, outside in the sunlight most of the shift. Okay.
Yeah. Then. So that's the thing, sir. Most of the things are situational.
Yes, pardon.
Yes, sir. Because my situation is I can't predict what will happen today, next or tomorrow. It is same like this. Most of the time, it is like a situation basis. I have to write the book.
Yes, I understand.
I thought anything. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So what you can do actually from now means whenever you write anything, make your habit to note it down in your computer.
Okay.
Yeah, if it is possible, if you are at your workplace, can you copy it, or what you can do, or just how you can save, just you have to think for the options and you can save it for our class practice.
Okay.
So we can check it, and in that way actually gradually you can improve. And you
Or
can,
what is that? Like maybe after this session, I will try to implement regarding what are the day-to-day activities in my workplace. I can type and send it to Skype. Will you be able to check?
once again please, your voice is sometimes actually disturbed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking, like maybe after this, I can write what are the things I am doing there in the workplace. I can send you through Skype. Same like I can type it.
Yeah, and we can check it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better actually. That will improve your writing.
Yes.
Okay.
So today's session for 1.5 hours now, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what else I can improve, sir? So this is my baseline. This is my main thing I have to come up. Telephone conversation, emailing, grammar.
Okay. I have got an idea here that how you can improve your writing. I am just going to ask you something, okay?
And also one more thing, sir, one more thing. Because every day morning when I am seeing the patients, if I want to check something, if I want to, what do I ask first in the good way, more respectful way, like that, how to see the person in the first time in the morning. If I want to do them something to check their BP or blood pressure or when they're giving medication, I have to interact them nicely in a friendly way.
Okay.
So that I want to know.
Okay. So it's your duty to check blood pressure, blood sugar, or whatever.
Everything.
Okay. So you have to deal with your patients in the
Yes.
in the morning, because most of these activities are done in the morning itself before the doctor visits. Yeah. Okay. So you want to talk to your patient politely, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's simple actually. When you go to the patient's bed, like means you know their name. Hello, Mr. X. How are you? How are you feeling today? Can I check your BP? Like this. It is simple.
How are you feeling today?
Because actually you have to show your affection with them, or
Yeah. Then what about the permission if I want to check the blood pressure and everything?
Yeah, so simple. Hello, Mr. X. How are you feeling today? I hope you are looking good today. Like this.
Yeah.
Can I check your blood pressure, please? Like this. So you can check their blood pressure or whatever. Like this. Or you can ask them, what did you have today? If it is possible, or if they are allowed to eat anything, you may ask them,
What did you have today and how was your sleep?
yes, how was your sleep? How was your food? Did you enjoy your meal? Did you enjoy the breakfast? Like that means. So it means you are treating them in a very friendly way.
Yeah.
So you can ask them like that.
Okay. So this is another thing to learn. So, yeah. So if anything else I want to explain.
Yes. Just if you tell me the situation, I can guide him like that. Like when you go to your patient's bed to check their blood pressure or what, you can talk to them in that way. Or
So my problem is whenever people are calling me, sometimes I can't understand their accent, what they speak to me through phone.
who calls you?
And if any director or any other staff from the facility, if they call, if I am attending the call, Sometimes I can't understand what they are asking.
So where are they from? Which country are they from?
They are some of them with the British accent, some of them with Arabic, Middle East, So we can't say who is calling.
So actually you don't feel shy for that actually. If you don't understand their accent, it's not your problem actually, it's their problem. But you have to be...
Can you repeat it, please?
Yeah, pardon please sir, I couldn't understand or I didn't get what you said. Like that. So it means you should not feel shame for that.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, you can say, sorry sir, I couldn't get.
Can you repeat it?
Yeah, can you please speak it again? Or could you please repeat it again? Or pardon sir, like this. Or simply you can say, pardon sir, I couldn't get what you said, like this. So no problem, if you don't understand their accent, no problem. That doesn't mean, if you don't understand their accent, it doesn't mean you are not an expert in your work. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you are not an expert in your work.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can simply ask them.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, so I ask you some questions here.
Yeah.
And I would like you to answer it in writing.
Okay.
So I am going to ask you some questions. Okay, so did you go to your work today? Okay, so is it your weekly off? Okay, so Monday is your weekly off. Okay. Okay, there is no particular day, so you may have off when you wish or when it is comfortable with your schedule. Okay. So, did you go to your work yesterday? Very good. So, how was your day yesterday in your hospital? Stressful, huh? So, why do you think that it was stressful? Oh, so you were only the person to look after your patients. Okay. So, did you feel any difficulty to manage everything? Okay. So all all the patients were frustrated due to alcohol withdrawal problems. Means you had patient there in your hospital who were there or who were admitted to the hospital to give up that habit of drinking. Okay. So means did they ask you to give them alcohol? Okay. 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 So means you help them to give up that habit of drinking. Do you help them to give up that habit of drinking? Okay. So how do you help them? By medication? Okay. Meditation, play therapy, painting, music. Hmm. Okay. You make them busy in some other activities. Okay, so you distract their mind to some creative things instead of thinking of drinking. Okay, so definitely you have got many patients there in your hospital. So what sort of patients are they? Means what disease are they suffering from? Any particular disease or okay. Okay. So mainly you treat the patient who are addicted to such intoxicants like drink, wine and all. Mhm. Okay. So definitely it's a challenging job, I can understand. So okay. So how do you feel now? Means do you enjoy your job? Yes, yes. You have to communicate with police and other directors. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So this is the common language to communicate English. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Very good. Hmm. So yes, I'm trying to help you. Yes. Okay. Now you may ask me something if you want to, and I'll answer. You may ask me anything, any question about me, about my education, about anything. So I'm going to speak in a natural way, which may
So,
help.
so what is your entertainment, sir?
Yes. It's a very good question. You know, whenever I am free, even for 5 minutes or even for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, I always I always try to enjoy myself, and I always try to refresh myself. And there are many ways. What I do, as I tell you, I am very much fond of listening old Hindi music. So definitely I have got a very great collection of music, Hindi music. It is always with my mobile, in my computer, everywhere. So whenever I am free, I just like to listen songs. Even for 5 minutes, I like to listen to songs, and I recharge myself again for the next work or for the next job. So I entertain myself, and even every day, at least for half an hour, for an hour, I get some time for myself to look for some old songs, rare old songs through computer, through YouTube and all. Then I change these songs to MP3, and then I store it to my computer, and I transfer these files to my mobile also.
So, sir, what is your advice for the students like me? How to improve our English?
Actually, it's very common question, and most of my students, they always ask me to let them know how they can improve, what they should do. It's very simple actually. It should be in your mind always that you want to speak good English, you want to write good English, and for that you have to little bit creative. How whenever you are watching television, try to watch English programs. If you are watching movies, or if you don't watch movies, no problem, try to watch programs in English.
Okay.
That would help you, and try to communicate in English with your colleagues, with your patients, and as you do it every day, and but you can go one step ahead. Of course, you communicate with your colleagues, you write emails to your directors or whoever they may be, but as I suggested you, you just copy all the emails which you send every day, and send them to me, and we'll discuss about that. So that is the way to improve your writing.
And also, sir, so you are not available every time. So whenever I want to send an email, what is the easiest way to go about that?
Yeah, actually, if you have these means, you may actually collect all these emails before the class begins, and during the class we can discuss on that we can do. So that can be done, that should be done actually to improve your writing. And as communication, definitely I have already told you, if you ask me questions, I'll speak, you listen to me, you come to know how to speak in a simple um, how to speak simple sentences or in simple language.
Okay.
So that would be better, I think. So that was your question, means how I entertain myself. But it was a very long answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your qualification, sir? When did you finish your university?
Yeah, my qualification, actually I am engineering graduate.
Okay.
And I passed my engineering in 1986.
All right.
Yeah. So, but I didn't like my job, you know.
Yeah. Why, sir?
I didn't like, I don't know why, but I wanted, you know, it was my nature actually, you know. I wanted to order. I means I didn't want to be ordered. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
I wanted to be my own boss. I didn't want anybody to be my boss.
Oh, that's really bad character.
It was the reason actually. That's why I didn't like my jobs.
Okay.
That was the reason. And you know, some teaching was there in my blood all the time. So
Yeah.
I wanted to teach. It was my hobby, you can say, to teach. Even when I was in class 11, I used to teach my colleagues.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So that was the reason actually I started teaching.
So how is your day?
Pardon?
How is your day, sir?
Day.
Yeah.
My day is quite means sometimes I am very busy, sometimes I am free, but most of the time I am busy. But actually, you know, I keep myself free in evening around at 7:30 to 9 or like that. Yeah, this is my personal time actually.
Okay.
Yeah. If it is urgent, then definitely I have to be busy with that, but otherwise I want to be free in that time.
So what do you think, sir? Can we take 1 hour today, sir? Because it's like a long session, I feel. So after this session, maybe I can send you some information regarding, emails.
Mm-hmm.
If you're happy with that, we can stop at 7. I don't know.
But today you want to have one more lesson.
Oh, that's fine then. That's okay. Yeah. It's like 30 minutes more. Yeah.
No, today it's okay. 30 minutes more, no problem. But after that, you want to have one more lesson in evening.
Today? No.
Okay. So, okay. So, ask me some more questions.
I don't know. So you can ask that basically.
Okay, I ask you. So, do you get time to entertain yourself?
It's very rare. Yeah, because most of the time, I'm busy at work and take care of my family and getting ready for them to meet their needs. So usually no time for the personal things.
But you know one thing actually, yeah, okay. I have seen it. Most of the working ladies actually they don't have time for themselves.
Yes.
Even my wife actually, she doesn't get time for herself to entertain.
Yeah.
Or to enjoy or to watch movies or any TV programs or whatever. Because she's always busy after her work. She's busy with domestic work like cooking, washing, cleaning or whatever.
Yeah.
So
And for the right I never thought that I could work I always look other steps that I can do, how to promote, how
But
to
I,
schedule more. Yeah.
but I want to tell you one thing. If you want to mean what I must say actually, if you want to be happy all the time, or if you want to be stress free all the time, you should have at least 30 minutes for you in a day,
Exactly.
where you should be alone, whether you should go for a walk, you should do some meditation, or you should enjoy some music, or you must do some activities which you like actually, maybe playing some game, or listening music, dancing, singing, or whatever it is, painting. You must have some time for yourself,
Yeah.
to recharge yourself. Otherwise, you know, you'll be getting, bored of your same routine.
Yeah. I'm not getting it. I'm really frustrated. Yeah.
Life may be dull, life may be dull if you don't do some creative things every day. If you have no hobby, if you have hobby but you have no time to do something for that, then it would be boring and dull, I think.
Yeah.
So to have enthusiasm in your life, you have to do something for yourself every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also other things are so in the workplace we feel like that, no one is trustworthy because we feel like each one busy with their own, their own business. And so that's the thing with the risky environment in my workplace because there is, I'm not sure like we can't trust anyone in the workplace. Yeah, because everyone wants a higher position, like they may bullying each other, their way of thinking is different, especially from Indian and I'm feeling like from Indian people like that. They're ready to fight like for the position, what we get. So I am always a different mentality person. I keep a distance with everyone. So this is the problem. So I don't have much friendship in this place. I don't have
No, no,
any.
it's okay. I don't. No, no, it's okay. I don't actually ask you to be
But
friend with
I don't
others.
know because it's a good but I am really to communicating much better. But whatever is I can't get the answer. That's all.
No, no, definitely you must have some distance.
Yeah, otherwise, people, they can overtake, they can create unwanted things against. I don't like that. This will affect our freedom. So I always keep a distance with everyone. So that's the main reason, like, maybe no one like me, or, like, I'm not gossiping, I'm not creating a team of friendship.
No, no, it's okay. Actually, you have to be, you have to maintain a distance there at your workplace with your colleagues or with your subordinates. Definitely, you must talk to them when it is needed. When it is needed. Otherwise, you should not talk to them uselessly. Yeah. It's not good. But I'm not talking about all that. Means you must have at least 30 minutes for yourself at your home when you are free, when you want to play with your children, or when you gossip with your children, with your husband. Means just try to make the moments light in your family, like gossiping by creating some jokes, cutting some jokes like that. So actually that makes atmosphere very light and comfortable for everyone. So it gives you a kind of pleasure where you would like to, you know, it would be full of enthusiasm for you to survive, you can say. Otherwise, life is very dull and boring after some time because we do everything the same thing. We get up, we get ready, we have breakfast, we go to work, we come back, again we have dinner and we go to sleep. There is nothing new. So that's why we don't want to make it dull and boring. So we must have something like dancing, singing, like listening music, painting or whatever. Don't let that child die which lives inside you. Getting my point?
Exactly.
Yes, there is a child inside us. Don't let that child die.
Okay.
Yeah. So
when are you available for the next session, sir?
You decide it actually. But on Wednesday I am not available because I am out of the city for the day because I leave in morning and I'll be back by evening night.
Okay, what about Thursday?
Yes.
Thursday maybe around 4 o'clock something? No, not 4. 12 o'clock in the afternoon? Is it possible for you?
Thursday?
Yeah.
12 or 12:30 is okay. 12:30. Because actually 12:30 is better because I have to pick up my daughter from her institute at 12. So 12:30.
Maybe tomorrow also possible, sir, but not this time. Maybe in the evening time, like 1 hour.
No problem. You just let me know.
I will send you a message. I will send you a message.
7.
Not 7. It will be like is it possible? Maybe 9 o'clock also is really hard. Maybe on Tuesday it's not possible, sir. I'm really busy then. I'll be back work only at 8 o'clock in the night. Then there is no time to sit.
No, if it is possible for you to have class at noon, it's better. Like this.
No problem, sir. I'm going for 12 hours work.
Okay, no problem. So you just let me know. We'll decide.
Everything will be on Thursday.
Okay, no problem.
I will let you know about tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Tomorrow no, because I have some other things to do. For Wednesday I have a training session. I have to prepare for that tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
otherwise I don't know, sir. So what about the grammar? I don't know how to use B-E-I-N-G, B-E-E-N, all things. Yeah.
Okay. So today I tell you here, I think last time we studied, I didn't remember what we studied. I didn't remember exactly what we studied. Present tense.
Present continuous.
Present continuous or what?
Yeah, present tense and continuous.
Present continuous, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about present perfect. Okay. So I tell you here something. Should I write here on Skype or there?
Yeah. Skype is better. Okay. I can type clearly.
Okay. So present perfect tense means something is over, but it has some relation. And something is over, but it has some relation with the present. Like suppose I say I have finished my work, means something is over and it has some connection with the present. Like suppose I ask you, have you had your tea? Oh yes, I have just had my tea. Means something. Are you getting my point? It means something.
Sir, this word is correct, sir. He has been completed the work. Is it correct?
No, it's wrong.
Oh.
It is absolutely wrong.
He has been working to complete his work for a long time.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you that these are passive voice, and soon we are going to study passive voice.
Okay.
Very soon, don't worry. Within next 2-3 lessons, we are going to learn passive voice also. Just don't worry.
Okay.
I'll tell you each and everything. It may take some time, but if you are patient to learn, then definitely I can help you.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't worry for all these things. It may take some time, or it takes time. So you see the present perfect. Actually, this time we are studying simple tense, present tense, past tense, future tense, like present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect continuous. And after that we'll study passive voice. Like as if you want to use like has been, then like if you say he has been beaten badly, that is means passive voice. He has been beaten badly by the police.
Okay.
That is means a passive voice. But that sentence he has been finished, that is wrong. He has been finished means he was finished by someone.
Okay.
Are you getting?
Yeah.
So that we'll do later. Like cars are repaired here. That is passive voice. Cars are repaired here in that garage.
Okay.
That is passive voice. But we'll talk passive. We'll talk about passive voice very soon, within next 2-3 lessons.
Okay.
First, I want to complete that. I mean, just I want to give you some basic idea about tense.
Okay.
So this is present perfect tense. Like I have done this, you have finished your work. Like have you gone mad? Sometimes we say. Like where have you been? You know the meaning. Where have you been?
Yeah.
Like where have you been? You ask that. Where have you been? Do you know the meaning of that?
Where have you been? Where
Yeah, where have you been? You answer. I have been out to lunch.
Okay, I have been out. What is the meaning?
Its meaning is actually you are asking, means where are you coming from? Where have you been? It means where did you go? What did you do?
Okay.
Where are you coming from? The meaning of that is that. So, where have you been? I have been out to lunch.
Okay.
Like this. Okay, so it's like that. But remember one thing. I write a sentence here. I have got this letter. What is the meaning of that sentence?
I have got this letter. But this we got this letter. I have got this letter. It's wrong. I got this letter.
So, you understand the meaning of it?
Yes.
But it's the wrong sentence.
Yeah.
You know why?
Because I have it's like a present tense, right? It happened yesterday, means that is past.
Very good, very nice. So this is a wrong sentence, but most of the people speak like that. Not most, but some of the people, they speak like that. I have got this letter yesterday. This is wrong. Because yesterday it shows the past action.
Yeah.
But I have got is the present action. So they both cannot be combined. It's completely wrong sentence.
Okay.
So I have got this letter today. This is right. Yesterday I got this letter yesterday. I have got, you can't say.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true. Yeah.
I got this letter yesterday.
And also, most of my friends, they, whenever they write, like they write together like pages and pages in the workplace. They are very fluent in English and good grammar. So I'm really afraid of communicating with even with the South Indian people. They are very talented. That's really frustrating me. How can I compete with them?
First of all, I want to tell you one thing. Don't feel shy or don't feel nervous before anyone.
Okay.
Whoever they may be your director, or he may be your boss, he may be whoever he or she may be, okay, your boss, your director. You must have a kind of confidence that you know everything and you are a perfect woman and you are a perfect person in your work. Okay, so don't actually feel nervous or shy for anything.
Okay.
And don't think the people before you, they are more intelligent than you.
Yeah.
Don't think like that. Don't have inferiority complex. Don't have superiority complex as well. But means you should have confidence that I am learning, I'll be speaking very good English, I'll be speaking, I'll be writing, I need not to worry for anything.
Okay.
But you know one thing, the fact I tell you, because as a teacher it has been my experience. I have seen lot of people in my life and who studied English with me, and I have seen the people, the others in the society, they think, oh, they speak very good English, they have very good knowledge, but when they come before me, I can judge easily what they know.
Yeah.
But in the society, the people think, oh, they speak very fluently, they have very good knowledge. But when I ask them to write a simple letter, they commit lot of mistakes there.
Okay.
So don't think like that. They know better than you, or they are more intelligent than you.
Yeah.
Nobody is perfect in this world, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
must be happy all the time.
Yeah.
Don't take tension.
So actually, I'm just thinking that I have to send an email to the director because I may not be able to attend my training session on Wednesday. So I want to notify her before itself. So how can I write a letter, sir? So I'm writing like, dear Amanda, I will be working for morning shift in so and so place until 16:30 hours.
Okay.
So I can't leave on time for the training session.
Okay.
But I can complete the online phases for the upcoming section. I have completed the online class. That is mandatory to complete before the session,
Uh-huh.
So that I have to do. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's okay. You can send it to him or her.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah. Alright.
No problem. It's okay.
So do I need to write like sorry for the inconvenience or inconvenience?
Sorry for
The inconvenience or inconvenience?
Mm, actually, you just want to inform her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may not be able to read on time for the training session.
So you should start, dear. What is her name?
Amanta.
Amanda. Okay. So, hello, dear
Hi.
Amanda. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel really sorry to send this email to you. I feel very sorry to send this email to you, as I'll be working in that shift until that you have already mentioned, so you can write the same timing and all. So I won't be able to attend that training session or whatever you want to.
So we won't be able to attend that training.
Yeah. But I, but I assure you,
Yeah.
but I assure you
Yeah.
of completing whatever you want to write, you can
Of
write.
completing the online quiz on time, in time.
Yeah, in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Sir, I feel really sorry to send this SCND, isn't it?
Pardon?
SCND or SCND?
I couldn't understand.
No,
I
I feel really sorry to send this email to you. Send this SCND, isn't it?
No, SEND.
Yeah, SCND. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel really sorry. Means you are showing your sorrows that you couldn't. You are not going to attend that. So
Yeah.
I really feel sorry for that. I really feel sorry for sending that email to you
Uh,
to inform you of not being able to. Actually, there are many ways to write email, but I am telling you in a simple way.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'll follow. Yeah.
so it's like that.
This will be very useful. A lot of things I got in my mind. Yeah. So what I'm doing, like maybe every day at least half an hour also, it's really good to to avoid the gap in learning. I will try to keep up that way. Is that is with that?
I have no problem. You may do that. But daytime is far better because I am also free in daytime. So
Yeah. So the deadline, yeah, the problem is like I'm working maybe 3 days in a week.
okay, no
So I'm
problem.
not sure today I am supposed to work.
Take it easy, no problem. Take it easy.
Yeah.
If you are free, okay, we'll have. Otherwise, we'll have in morning or evening or any time, no problem.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem, okay? So
Tomorrow maybe I'm thinking so maybe at least for half an hour maybe from time I leave from 8:20 to 9 from 4:20 to 5 sorry.
do you want to have class in evening tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah, I will let you know.
Okay, okay.
I'm thinking like if you are available for half an hour tomorrow.
Okay, we will check it, no problem.
That will be like 8:30 to 5.
5 is okay, no problem.
4:30 to 5.
5, yes.
4:30 to 5 o'clock.
4:30 to 5.
Yeah.
Between 4:30 to 5 you want to start.
No, sir. I want to listen only 30 minutes possible tomorrow.
Only for,
4:35.
only for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Is it possible, sir?
Okay.
Otherwise, I can say like 6 to 7. That's fine for me.
Mhm. Okay, no problem.
So, your convenient time, sir.
Hmm?
Your time seems to come. Is it okay for you tomorrow or for 4:30 to 5?
Okay, as you wish. Just let me know when
Yeah,
you want to have.
well, I will let you know tomorrow.
Yeah, sure,
Or
sure.
today. Yeah, depending on my situation.
Okay, so two lessons today and two lessons before. But today actually you have completed your 4 lessons. Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you something. It's in my mind. So yeah.
Okay, no problem. Just I am
Yeah.
reminding you of
Yeah.
the lessons we have completed. 4 lessons
Yeah.
today.
Okay. Yeah. That's good anyway.
Just for actually keeping that in a record, that 4 lessons
Okay.
we have.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you. Please don't take it otherwise.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so
Thank you, sir.
it depends on you. If you are free tomorrow, you just let me know. Otherwise, we'll have class on Thursday. Okay.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Thursday is what time for you, sir?
Pardon?
Thursday is what time, sir?
Thursday, you let me know.
Okay.
Maybe
That's
daytime
fine.
or evening as you wish.
Yeah, that's fine. Mostly in the morning.
Yeah, morning is okay, no problem. After morning,
Maybe morning it is 9 o'clock is possible for you, sir?
9 is okay, but one lesson only 9. But if after 10, if you want to have, we can have 2 lessons continuously.
I'm thinking like 9 on Thursday.
Okay, then okay, no problem. 9 is
That will be
okay.
at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.